What's good with it? It's your boy, Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired. What up, what up, what up? So, you know y'all boy, I'm always digging off into the magic bag, trying to find somebody interesting, intelligent, and has something to offer you guys out there in the listening world. So, today, I was like, man, I know what I'm going to do for a show. I've been trying to figure it out, but your boy came through. So I have the lovely Ms Misty on today to, give us a little bit of enlightenment on what she's got going on with her projects. How are you, Ms Misty?
Hi, Simon. I'm doing pretty good, and I hope you are doing well.
I can't complain. You know how I go. I'm feeling good. I got up this morning and I was wiggling around. Everything was in the same spot. I cannot complain. I'm doing well.
That is awesome. Awesome. All right. So, yes, my name's Misty. You can reach me at Misty Low 411. That's some of my social media names. That's what I'm known as. And I do have a few projects that I have been working on. But I first, kind of came out with my online business. It's a vegan hair and skin beauty company that I'm teamed up with. And
now, when you say, I got a question. So when you say vegan, does that really just entail that there is no animal products used in this hair care product?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I said, when you say vegan, is this when you say for hair care, does that entail not having any animal products whatsoever?
Yes, they're all leaping certified. Yep, they're leaping certified. They're all natural ingredients. They go by your own personal body's chemistry, your own pH balance. So what I do is I'm basically a beauty consultant. So there's a quiz that you take. You answer a few questions, and going by the questions and some of the issues or things that you'd like to improve about your skin and hair, depending on the way you answer the questions, I can match you up with the right products to start you on your all-natural vegan beauty, hair, and skin journey. So it all depends. You can start with the hair products, or you can start with the skin products, or you can start with both.
Okay, so when you say hair products, is it a complete line? So is this from let's say styling products as well as maintenance products?
Yes, there's shampoos, there's conditioners, we have dry shampoos, we have sculpting gel. We also have a men's line. We have a children's line for your kids. It's there's still other products that we've been coming out with. There's a wellness line that just came out that we just opened that and started that back in November. So even, certain like veggie greens that we have a collagen drink, that's for your skin. It helps your skin as well as your hair. And so we're coming out with more products, but the company name is Monet. It's known as Monet. But it also stands for modern nature. And so it's all natural, it's focused on just being really pure, and I try to stay as pure as possible. I don't like to have all that extra junk chemicals and everything like that. It seems like everything that you ingest and take into your body nowadays is full of chemicals and just stuff. Everything causes cancer, so, and I know a lot of hair products, which a lot of people don't know, as African American women, there's still ingredients in certain products that we use on a daily that has ingredients that causes a lot of health issues. And you would think it's regulated in through the FDA, but if you do a little research, there's certain things that still kind of slip through the line. So, I advise people to do their,
Due
research.
diligence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
You never know. And your skin is the biggest organ on your body. And so whatever you put on your skin, it still absorbs into your bloodstream. So even if you think you're good, you never know. You
Exactly.
never know.
Definitely. I could understand that totally. So, for a guy like me, now my fans know I ain't got no hair. I got some face hair.
Okay.
My beard don't want to connect. I'm under a lot of facial hair stress. You got a men's line? You got something for us cats out there with the struggle beard? I know some dudes out there, they gonna be like, thank God. He the only one brave enough to talk about us out here with the struggle beard. I can't grow a luxurious beard. You got something for that?
See, my favorite that I recommend with that for that issue is actually the Rejuvenate oil. It's actually we call it the liquid gold.
Okay.
It's got over 101 uses. You could use it as for men. It's for men and women. You could use it as a primer. There's people that have had positive results using it for psoriasis, for eczema, alopecia. It just all depends on how your body responds to it. It's not a cure. I'm not going to say it's a cure, but we have had several positive results from people using it for a lot of different skin conditions, and it helps with growing your hair as well. So that is like my ultimate go-to. I love the oil. I go through the oil like water because I use it all the time. Like, you know what? My hair's a little ashy. You get a little ashy. Hey, okay, I work that in there. Okay, I need an oil treatment. Let me get an oil treatment going on. Wear makeup, put it on your face, use that. Hey, there you go. Men having little blotchy beards and stuff. I've even shared a few before and afters. There's men that's been bald. There's women.
Don't wait. Don't skip over the men have been bald. I just told you I'm hair challenged. I know I made that clear. I was like, hey, I'm one of those guys. I ain't got no hair on the top of my head. If I grew hair, I would have the George Jefferson. I would look crazy. So I'm saying to you, like, hey, wait, pause, brakes, hit it. Stop her. I need to know. Can I get some of this to rub on my head? I might get some hair. I ain't trying to get luxurious locks, but I could go for a nice amount of hair so I could brush it. I could have a hairline,
Yeah. I mean, the oil, once you use it, it does help stimulate, we've had the positive results. So, I mean, once you go on my social media, I do share the results. So there is some before and afters to show that, hey, we have had men who have struggled with their hairline and the George Jefferson look, and they get positive results.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That is like my favorite. That is my favorite go-to is that oil. I use that for everything. So.
I'm just asking questions, man. I'm just asking questions. I just need to know, for me, if you got a product I can rub on this terrible hair of mine and get some hair. So, and I know my listeners is like, I got a couple friends that's bald that's like on the low. We like, I wish I had some hair. Just one more run with hair. That's all I'm asking for. So
yes, this oil is like I said, it's like magic. And I mean, there's like an episode 2 where the Kardashians were using it. And I'm not saying the Kardashians are everything, but the Kardashians, they know how to pick their product, So,
right.
Whether you're a fan or not, there has been an episode where it's like, okay, I see that silver bottle, it's in a silver bottle. Like, okay, I see that Rejuvenate oil. I see you. She got it. She know what she's doing. So, obviously, that it's the liquid gold. I'm telling you. Yep, it's the liquid gold. So once you use it, you get addicted. And if you're struggling with some hair problems, I'm telling you, that's my first go-to. Especially in the winter months. It's just all type of uses. Like I told you, over 101 uses. It promotes hair growth, and we've had those positive results. So even with the beard, the George Jefferson, and I mean, I'm saying this, but it's like my word is not going to match up to the results. Like, you got to use it to see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna have to cop me a bottle of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
Got to.
I mean, it's online. You actually get better deals signing up as a VIP. It's an $84 minimum, but you sign on as a VIP. You get free shipping. You get it shipped to your house. You get all types of different benefits. You get birthday benefits. There's like a whole rundown. And once you take the beauty quiz, I'll do the consultation, and you'll get all the details. But it's best to be a VIP because you get like so many different savings and access to the sales. It beats regular retail. But if you don't want to be a VIP, I mean, it's free to do regular retail. But it's all online, and I can help you with whatever issues you having, and we can get you started.
All right. Y'all hear that out there? She gonna hook us up. For those of us who ain't got no hair, she gonna get us some hair together. Juice. Yes. That's what she gonna do. She gonna get us hair together. Juice. We gonna rub that on. Hope that work.
Get right. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get some get right.
Yeah. Hook us up.
I got you, homie.
I'm just saying, man. I know some dudes out there, they like, man, look here, man. My mustache ain't growing in the way I wanted to. I just need like 12 more hairs at the bottom. I'll be good. You might be able to save the day.
Yeah, I'll get you macking on the ladies.
Man, do you know? Do you know?
COVID letting up, things starting to
look, it's about to start getting warm again. Go outside, breathe some fresh air. You want to look your best. I'm trying to help people look their best, Misty. Why you think I didn't bring you on the show? It's that time of year for people to get themselves together, so you got to get your beauty together. Now, for my male listeners, we just want to know how we can get our hair together. I was waiting for that part of the show. Now, for my female listeners, all the other stuff all the other projects and all the other things that you are telling them about, yeah, they're like, oh, yeah, that's what's up. I'm with you. Where can I get some of this, girl?
I mean, yes, it's for men and women, even, us with our natural, I love our black men and women. If you got some locks, if you got braids, like, we have something for you. We have a system that will work for you. So, I mean, I'm natural. I've been natural since 2012, and I love it. I know I'm a queen, So we're going to get your queen tresses together. We're going to get y'all king tresses together, and you going to Rico Suave, and she going to queen them her way all through the springtime, and we're going to be springing into action this spring, okay?
Yes. Sounds like a plan. So how about this, Misty? How about we take a little commercial break? I got to pay the bills. I'm poor around here, so I got to make sure that, I pay them bills. So the commercials got to get played. So I'm going to do a couple commercials, and then we'll be right back, as they say, in 2 and 2 or 1 and 1. You know what I mean. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay.
Johnny Ray Ray Security Team. That's right. The legendary Johnny Ray Ray Security Team has a service or a plan for you, for your home, for your business, for your auto or boats. That's right. You can get a one-on-one personal security officer to take care of everything you need to protect you from any and all threats. If you need more, we can bring and provide a team of well-trained superstars made by Johnny Ray Ray himself. And don't forget our special deal. Right now, you can get our baby mama protection plan. This includes protection from your home, protection for your business, and protection for your personal well-being. Johnny Ray Ray Security Team. Better be protected.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired podcast popping.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
So, with the lovely Misty giving us the breakdown on getting our beauty needs together with her business, definitely appreciate that. So I hear through the grapevine, you know, I'm one of them dudes, I'll be in the streets. So I'll be getting the plug on the info. So I hear in the streets that you are going to soon be joining the podcast universe. So, you know, we want to hear over here at Shots Fired. We want to, you know, show you some love, show you some love. We happy to have you in the podcast space with the rest of us. So what you going to be doing? Tell us, give us the scoop. Give us a little something.
Okay. Yes, I actually have a podcast project that is in the works, and it's called Real Talks with Misty. And a lot of what I'm doing, stems from, I there was a story behind all of this, but I want to help reach anybody that I can help or seeking help with relationships. I mean, I don't have a PhD. I haven't went to school. I ain't got no master's or PhD in relationships, but I do have a PhD in life. Okay. So there is many different situations that I've experienced, girlfriend knocking on 40, knock, knock. So I've been around the block enough to know. And, I do have a segment on there. It's called the Cafe Latte. And I do have an email that you can send an email. It's called cafelattesip@gmail.com. And you can send whatever story or concern pertaining to your relationship issues if you want to receive my advice. And I will give you the rundown. I'm not going to butter it down. It might get a little rough. I'm, rough around the edges. I'm going to tell you.
You're going to be a little harsh?
I mean, I'll be straightforward. I mean, I'm not going to be rough and like cussing folks out, but I'm just going to tell you what it is because I've been there. They say everybody played the fool before. So I've even been in a situation where I'm like, dang, am I tasting this man? And it's like, people you got an ego, and it's like, hold up,
Well, you know how I go. You know how I go. Relationships is sticky. It's a sticky situation. And I think that any guidance that we can get from anybody willing to share is worth the listen. And that's, you kind of have to take it like that. I listen to a lot of different people give their breakdown on relationships and how we move as people. And sometimes you have to take yourself totally out of the situation to see someone's point. My argument is always that you don't necessarily want to change a person's mind in an argument. What you want to do is get them to see your point. And I think a lot of us have that issue where we're trying to win at all costs. And, that makes for a really sticky situation. But yeah, man, when it comes to getting relationship advice, we got to just, listen to all the different voices so we can get a good opinion, make an educated decision. So yeah, I'm glad you're going to be in the space.
Yeah, because sometimes, when you're in the midst of the whole situation, you don't make the head over heart decision. Like your head and your heart don't match up all the time. And so sometimes you're blinded to what's really going on. And like I said, I've been there. You don't like to think that sometimes, I know sometimes I have a little ego and I'm like, hold up, like, how can he not want me? Like, what? What's really going on? And so then you kind of get yourself caught up in, that's just one case and scenario. But, there's lots of different scenarios that can play out in relationships. And sometimes you're just blinded to seeing what's really going on. And once you look within yourself, though, that's what it all boils down to as well. It's like you be so focused on what the other's not doing or what the other's not saying or what the other's not giving you that you completely miss the lesson and what's really at hand. And so that's what I'm learning, just living through life. And it's like, I feel like, me sharing, because I will share a lot of my experiences and some of my stories. And it's like, if you can relate, then you know where I'm coming from. And it's good to relate and understand and know like, hey, I'm not the only one that's going through this or I'm not the only one that went through this. And, it's like once you had that epiphany and it's like you bump your head and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, was that all it was? And then it winds up being a small little thing and you fix it and, but it feels real good. It's a nice lesson learned and it's really good to know that you've overcome and accomplished that obstacle, so get a better understanding. Knowledge and wisdom is key.
Always knowledge and wisdom are always going to trump everything else. When you learn it, you bump your head and you get that, oh, okay, I ain't gonna do that again. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to try something else. And that's what life is. That experience through life is kind of what we all have to go along with. So, it's good. Like I said, it's really good to have someone like you in the space that's willing to share their experience with the rest of the world and say, okay, maybe you can learn something. Here's what happened to me. Maybe you won't do that.
Yes. So, and there's a lot of stuff. My basis story that actually led me into doing the online business is it was more of a serious situation, and I was dealing with domestic violence. And so that's what actually, once I got myself out of that, I overcame that obstacle, and I was like, you know what? I have been in this situation. I've been so clouded with this. I need to help whoever I can help, whatever way that I can help them. So it started off with the vegan beauty business, and I still do that. But I was like, you know what? I want to get the word out there to a bigger mass. So what can I do where I can use my voice? Yes, I'm helping people feel better, grow their hair and do it in a natural way without any chemicals. But I'm like, what else can I do to help somebody else that may have been in a rough relationship where they felt like they couldn't get out of it? And so that's where it really comes from. And I have like 4 kids, and it took a lot. I was in that relationship for 15 years, and being in there that long, you feel like you want to give up. And so I'm like, you know what? I felt alone. I felt like nobody understood. And I'm like, I know there's at least one person out there that I can reach out to, and they can hear me, and they'll know like you're not alone, and maybe it'll give them the courage too to get out of that type of situation. So even though I went through that, there's other situations and experiences with relationships, but that's like the core of it all. And I want to see everybody do well. I don't want to see anybody struggling or feeling like they're alone. So I'm like, you know what? Relationships, we go through life, and relationships play a big role in which direction we go in life. And I
definitely
want people to be as successful as possible. So, I'll add a little sugar and spice and everything nice. And I am a little goofy, and I like to, make people laugh. So I throw a little here and there, stuff here and there.
Well,
I got a little.
We're glad of that. We're glad of that you have, that you decided to help out society as a whole and give somebody a platform to have that kind of conversation. And you don't got the creepy lady voice, so podcasting should work for you. I mean, I'm just keeping it good. Like podcasting really turns into voice energy and how much you're willing to grind. Like I've been doing this for a year, so it's like, for me, it's not a grind. I enjoy it. Like this is like the most fun I have doing something, because this is my passion. So for me, I always tell my fans like, yo, I'll be so happy that y'all come along. I'm so happy y'all listening to the show. I'm always tripping over the fact that we've been doing this for a year and some. So,
wow.
So
that's awesome.
So when you look at it and you say, I want to do something for others, because that's the basis of this show. This show was set up so that entertainers, small business owners, writers, producers, from your DJs to your rappers, to your R&B singers, to your comedians, that all of those people had a place to come to and say, I'm going to go and talk about my project, what I got going on, how people can get in touch with me. That's what this was built on. So to watch someone else say, I got a similar vision. Yeah, I'm on your team. I want to see you prosper. I want to see you bubble. That was part of my reason for bringing you on, because I secretly was trying to give you the bug, because that's what this, that's what this is about, is that bug of, oh man, I love to listen to myself and talk to people and trip out and have great conversations and get these feedbacks and be able to help one person. Because if you can get one person some help in whatever they're doing, right, then that's the goal. That's the bigger thing. That's the thing that makes you say, oh, that's why I'm in it. So for me, it's like, when I got people that call me about playing songs at the end of my show for the artists that I know. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start trying to play more local artists at the end of my show. So people who don't, would never find these artists can then say, oh, I like him. That's all right. Or I like that song. And they got Spotify, so they can just go and pick that one song out and put it in a rotation. And I've had people call me and have that conversation with me like, bro, I'm so happy that you be playing music now. And I was like, yeah, because I really, I was trying not to be in the total space of just have people come and listen to my show because I talk about hip hop. I didn't want that energy. I wanted to be like, I want to talk to everybody. I want to be more in the line of Vlad to say I talk to everybody in comparison to his content. Nothing against him. I just don't want that kind of content. But his ability to talk to everybody is what I want to do. I want to be able to talk to everybody because everybody got a story to tell. And for people like you that's just starting, I want this to be their platform to say, I can always go to him. I can always call him and he gonna say, yeah, bro, I'll put you on. I'm down.
Yep.
And so,
and I get it.
And so that's why you're a joy to me. And that's why, we get the applause. My studio audience is giving you the love is because we want you to succeed. Like you want other people to succeed.
Yes. And that, and there's plenty more projects down the works because I get your vision. I want to see as many people as possible succeed, especially our brothers and sisters. That's my main vision. I love everyone, but, I hate to see, people that look like you and I, it's like lost. They don't know how to get their footing, so I'm starting off with the relationships, but I do have projects further in the works. I won't go into detail, but it's to help people establish themselves as far as, going down that avenue, making money online and things like that. And I'm using my experience, there's pros and cons, a trial and error.
Oh yeah. Because they're learning it from someone who is actually doing it. So you're going to give them a better breakdown of being like, oh, well, let's try this. Oh, we tried it. It didn't work. Now we went and listened to this person and we read this book and it said, this is what we did wrong. So then you can give that kind of feedback to people who are going through the same thing. So then they can say, okay, that hurdle I don't want to do. My girl Misty just told me that messed up. That one was she wanted to do. Let's try this. And then that kind of knowledge is what makes the world go round, because a lot of times the situations that people find themselves in is from the lack of knowledge. It's from someone didn't explain it to them properly. And so to have someone like you say, okay, well, look, I want to start a platform to have this kind of conversation. Then I also want to move over and say, okay, well, now let's do this kind of navigation, because those are the kind of things that I'm on, to be able to say, okay, well, now I've set this platform up and it's running and it's self-sufficient. Now I want to move over and then do something else, because at the end of the day, your vision is still the same vision. All you're saying is, I just want to have a hand in helping all of these different spots in a person's life. And for me, I'm saying I would like to be the voice for the voiceless. And that's going to help all those different people in those avenues, because they'll be able to come to me and listen to a show and they'll say, oh, I wish I knew how to publish a book. Right. I've had a publisher on my show. Right. I've had self-produced people to come on my show and give that kind of game. I've had several writers on here. And the crazy part is it's Women's Month, and the majority of the people that's come on my show are writers that are women.
It's funny you would say that, because I do have an ebook and a book that I'm working on. But, I was like, I'm not really going to mention that. But
you should mention your ebook. That's what makes you interesting, because you're a person that has you're doing multiple things. And think about it. How many people are really published? How many people have a book in any form to go look at? That's an accomplishment. Whether you sell 20 copies or you sell 38 million, that's still an accomplishment. A lot of people are not going to do that in life. So yeah, you supposed to got on here. You should have came on here and put your, no offense to you, put your big girl drawers on and was like, hey, I got an ebook. Holla at me. You can get at me on Amazon, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? That's how I want y'all to come on my show. I want y'all to come on with the confidence of, I'm a giant. I'm just starting, but I'm still a giant, because the people that are listening, see, the craziest thing about doing this podcasting thing that you're going to learn is, yes, you're going to get a lot of spins in your state, but you're also going to instantly reach out of your state. And when you do, you're going to start hitting places that you don't have a fan there for real, meaning that it's someone that's not related to you or have met you in life, and they're listening to your show. I have fans in India that are listening to this show. So now they're going to go and look, and they're going to say, oh, who is this woman, Misty, that was on my boy Phoenix show? Oh, she got a book. I'm going to get her a book. Oh, she got some hair care products. Oh, I got a nappy beard. My boy, I'm so glad my boy said something. My beard been nappy forever. Let me get this oil she got for my beard, right? And so that way you are moving in a universe that you didn't have access to before. And that's what I'm starting to learn, is because when I look at the analytics for my show, I have fans in places that I legitimately have not been there. So I know they're not people that I know. Like, you can look on a map and say, oh, I know 16, 20 people that live in Texas. That's probably why I got 16, 20 people spins over there. Right. But if I look in Ohio and I'm like, I don't really know that many people in Ohio, I'm doing good in Ohio. I got like 50 listeners in Ohio riding out with your boy. So I'm like, oh, them people just listening because they listening. They like, oh, or he be bringing on rappers and stuff. You never know what he gonna bring on. So I just check him out every week.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
So, I'm happy that you're getting into that space. That's what's so cool about people like you. You have all the things going. Now you just need to get out there and say, yo, I'm doing it. I'm doing it all. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm just going to do it all.
And I'm learning where to find the right, information to kind of get things together. Because I not only am I getting myself up and going, I'm learning, I'm getting the information, researching, and I'm, getting this information together because I want to share with others. Like I said, I have other projects further down the line as I get myself established. The information that I'm receiving, I have a project that I plan on sharing with others. So if they would like to explore this road, and if they would like to come up and learn how to make their own money, that is also further down in the future, because all of this information that I'm getting together, I'm going to present it out there for others to be able to access. And that's beyond the podcast. The podcast, it's in the works. I have, my pre-recordings. I just haven't got it up and going together yet, but it's, it's right there. But I have other information, and some people don't know where to find, like, dang, how do I get this established? How do I make money online? How do I monetize my social media? How do I do this? This is all of the information that I'm learning as I'm creating my own empire, and I want to see others build their empire. And, I don't want to, it's not meant for just one person. See, a lot of people be thinking, hey, it's not enough room, up there, but it's like, no, it's crowded on the bottom. You at the bottom, bruh. You at the bottom.
Man, the crazy part is it's not even crowded. It ain't even crowded on the bottom. The whole thing is, what I've learned about all the journeys in life is it's about consistency. And that's it. Yeah. That's it. Because once you're consistent in whatever you're doing, right? Once you build that idea of saying, I'm going to repetitively do this thing every day. You get up every day, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you brush your hair if you got some. For people like me, we ain't got none. And you get your day started, right? You put your clothes on and go about your day. You build that routine up. And then you add another routine to it on top of that, and another routine on top of that. And so every new thing that you start to do, once you put that in the group of things you have a routine for, then that makes consistency. And you're going to follow that line. And so when you're podcasting, when you're rapping, when you're singing, when you're playing basketball, when you're writing a book, whatever it is, you have to say, I'm going to do it consistently. Because once you do, then you start to build your community around you of people who just going to mess with you because it's you. And then they're going to spread to other people where they say, you listen to that again, you're like, bro, he be tripping. This is my guy, man. This is my man Phoenix. He be tripping. And he put me on the Alfie the Great, bro. I've been banging that album all week. Right? And so on the flip, for a person like you, you're going to be doing it. And then they're going to be like, man, I was listening to Misty, man. And I went and got her book, man. Then, then she had her notes up of how she started to do cryptocurrency. And she gave the breakdowns of what she tried this week. I'm going to mimic what she tried because she made $200. They do it. Then the next week you put memos up and you say, oh, my investment in such and such didn't work. I lost $50. Then the next person that said, all right, well, look, I was thinking about putting money in that too. I'm not, because Misty lost money. So they're getting all this free information from someone that they are watching do it. And so they're mirrors of each other. What both of our dreams are mirrors of each other. And that's why, like I said before, that's why it's such a beautiful thing to watch a person like you.
Yep.
So no, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
What I was going to know is what the people who are listening would want to know is this: where can we get the damn ebook, woman? And where is your handle so we can find you, so we can get us some hair care products? Give us some places to go. Make sure you say them loud. I'll repeat them, but make sure you say them loud. I don't want these. This the part of the show that you got to get where people are like, yes, okay. So let's start off with the hair care stuff, because like I said, I got friends with nappy beards. They're trying to get their life together. So let's start there. And then after that, we'll discuss this ebook that you got, and then you'll tell us where to get that at. And hopefully it's on Amazon, because that's the easiest place in the universe.
Well, the ebook is not that. It's coming out with the podcast later on.
Okay.
It's still in the work. That's all I'm saying. It's funny that you were touching on all of these things. Everything is coming together over the course of this year and the next year or two. Like, everything is slowly starting to open up. But the website for the hair care product is alphaproject.team/Misty/. That's where you can go. You can take my quiz, or, if you'd like to purchase the project, which I actually recommend taking the beauty quiz first. It's best to get the consultation. You get your best results that way. So you can get the right products that work best with your body chemistry. And it's all a part of my social media. Like, you can go MistyLow411. It's in my bio. I have my links there. Facebook, IG, Twitter. That's the main platform for that. And my podcast will be on Spotify in the future, and it's called Real Talks with Misty. So that is where you can reach me for now. And as things progress, there will be more information. Also, law of attraction. I believe in law of attraction and manifesting. You can manifest these things into your fruition. So I do have a website called manifestsuccesswithmisty.com that helps you learn how to meditate and to, line you up vibrationally. This is just, this is my belief. This also helped me along the way to raise my vibration, and it helps, to me, get you connected to the right people, and everything. You attract what you are. So once you get yourself right, and this is what I was talking on earlier, once you work on yourself, instead of being concerned about what so-and-so did to you, Mr. Bobby, Lou, Tom, don't worry about them. God gonna get them. Don't worry about them. Get yourself together. Make sure you vibing high, and don't let nobody knock you down, and you will get to where you need to go.
Word. You heard it here first. She gave you an angry speech at the end to get your life together. And I commend that, and we are 100% behind that, because I'm trying to get my life together. So yeah, sounds like a plan. All right, I try to remember to ask someone a bogus question at the end of the show. So today's bogus question is.
Let's see what this is.
Yeah, I try to keep it interesting for my fans. So today's bogus question and is this: what is, or rather, who is your favorite action heroine? So in layman terms, who is your favorite female I whoop ass in movies lady?
So like in a Marvel film, or
Could be from anywhere. You can go for a movie like Haywire to saying that you like Wonder Woman. I don't necessarily care what your answer is. I'm just curious. And this, my questions are always bogus, and they make people think because they be trapped in like, oh, what? First off,
I know.
how many movies have I watched with women whooping on folks? I don't really watch action movies. I'm more of a rom-com girl personally.
Well, mine might be kind of silly.
I mean, silly works. You know.
I'm trying to think of her name in the movie. It's a Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I really like her. The one that got kicked out of the house and she did her little.
I wouldn't necessarily call her a heroine. Nothing.
I know, she's not a heroine.
That's nothing. That's nothing action about that. Nothing. As soon as you said Tyler Perry, I was like, bro.
That ain't action. That's drama.
Bro, I wish I had a boo button over here so I could boo you. Like, boo this lady. Boo. She brought up Tyler Perry in the action flick question. Like, she could have picked Sigourney Weaver and just walked out the room. No one would have said a word. No one. They'd be like, oh, yeah, bet.
Okay, so as far as action, I think, oh, gosh. See, you caught me off guard.
You so whack. Look, let me help you out. I'm going to give the bogus answer, and I'm going to tell why it's bogus. I normally let people answer first, but you so whack over there that I'll answer the question, and then my answer will help you. Now, mine is bogus, but it's my father's fault. My favorite heroine of all time is the lovely Pam Grier because she's just super fine. And I have watched every movie she's been in at least 3 times. So for me, she's my favorite. And then my secondary bogus reason behind that is she's actually the first woman I've ever seen be a heroine. So she was the first person I've ever seen that was a girl beat everybody ass or shoot them or do something gangster to them in a movie ever. My second probably would have been Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, because she fine too. And that was my show. Don't judge me.
Well, and I was going to say Black Panther, the little sister, I liked how she.
Okay, that's a good.
I liked her brains. And the attack weapons that she was creating. So,
Okay, so you was a fan of her tech and you liked that she was highly intelligent. I can dig that. I
like intelligence. I am somewhat of a nerd.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. I mean, real nerds are going to be like, she don't qualify, bro. She couldn't come up with no characters of note with a movie. Like, she could. Do you know how many movies women have been in whooping ass? I'm gonna have to send you a list of them so you can get your life together over there, man. So many women that are gangsters that you could have named.
Transform.
I'm just saying. There's there's a lot of good movies out there with women that kick ass. That's all I'm saying. So, Ms. Misty, I really, really do appreciate you coming to the show, hanging out with me, and allow me to ask you a bunch of, nosy people questions, find out where you are, find a place so my people can come and get they faces and their eyebrows together. Cause I know some bushy men out there. So, I know they love that for the ladies so they can find their makeup and whatnot, get their life together. We can't wait for you to get in the podcast space, and we can't wait for the ebook. So as I say all the time, I appreciate you helping my dream come through. And for tonight's music choice, I just can't get off this album. So I'm going to play Alfie the Great, American Me, sliding out the door. Thank you very much, Misty, for coming by the show. This has been Shots Fired. I am Simon Phoenix. Holla at ya boy.
All right.
What the fuck? I was hoping, searching, thinking for something just to do. What did I do? Trying to find a way for me to take the problems that I've been through. I don't know what I'm going through. What did you do? Oh Lord, what did you do? We gotta do more. I'm lost, need to be found. Come on, where I'm looking. We gotta do more. They get these kids off the streets. They did it to me just like they did it to me. They claiming we menace, and they the ones who's crossing the street. I learned from day one. Ain't no trust in the thief. The system's rigged. Ain't no change in the game. They take our rights, put us in jail, then they turn us to slaves. Gave my grandma Jesus, now she pray for a change. Don't take a genius. Deceived is strange. They give us the dope and got us clinking the hope. I'm in jail sharing showers, thinking don't drop the soap. Smoking weed, drinking liquor, finding vices to cope. Protect and serve, but I'm knowing they won't. Chase by the drugs, then they wanna paint us as thugs. Doing years of my life, can't get my mama a hug. Any corner that they cut, they sweep it under the rug. They want our freedom, even if they take it in blood.
You have repeatedly criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and
Stand back and stand by.
It's a routine stopping till my brother get killed. The laws don't apply, they just do what they feel. Open carry if you wanna, you can keep it concealed. They spot a weapon and your blood it gets spilled. If you claiming you black, you ain't got no rights. You make a move, then they taking your life. Supposed to be trained, but I think they play it by ear. They should choose a different job since they dealing with fear. Crazy cause they'll never have to live what we live. Even though we numb, they can never feel what we feel. Brothers killing brothers, the judge will kill us on papers. They see our skin and automatically hate us. Scared to embrace us. It's like a nigga's contagious. Minor mistakes seem to turn into majors. Over sentence in the court, nothing seems to fall in our favors. Prison yard or plantations, they just use us for labor.